In Hearthstone, there are legend players and there are legendary players. My next guest is one such legendary player. His coaching has helped me tremendously, and without his assistance, it would have been super difficult for me to hit legend by myself. To be exact, I have been a fan of his for 2 years, 5 months, 15 days, and 8 hours, and every second of that time has been a learning experience. He is a legend, and I have never seen him not hit legend every month. He does have the will, he does have the strength, but does he have the courage to face these next 6 questions? Ladies and gentlemen, here is 6 questions with KrisoFive. Thanks, Chris, for coming by.
Yeah, you're welcome, man. Happy to be here.
So, are you ready to enter the gauntlet with the 6 most difficult questions you will probably enter in your entire career in Hearthstone?
Not gonna lie, got a little bit of chills, but go for it, man.
Okay. So, question number 1. If you could give one helpful tip to new players of Hearthstone, what would it be?
If I had to give one single tip to new players, it's not exactly for new players, but I think the single most important tip, like new, intermediate, more like intermediate players should really think about is think about your entire turn before you actually start executing it. Like this one single tip is gonna dramatically increase your win rate. Like if you actually play the whole turn through your head before you start throwing cards on the board, that is just gonna give you so much extra little bit of advantages you wouldn't have even thought of. Like drawing that extra card before you commit your full turn, discovering that extra resource is just really gonna go a long way, and that's just gonna snowball into a big huge lead all around. And honestly, while I was giving this tip for, let's say, intermediate players, the single other most important tip I'd give new players is take 5 extra seconds when you're actually gonna be starting your turn. Like, I cannot express how many times, especially when I was beginning, I was throwing cards left and right like wild. And as soon as I threw a card on the board, I was like, oh, wait, I could have done this thing. And that one thing could have been like literally game-breaking, game-winning right on the spot. And I just totally blew my turn because I was caught in the moment throwing cards. So yeah, take 5 extra seconds, guys. It's really worth it.
Perfect. Question number 2. If you could trade places with anyone for 1 week, who would you trade it with?
What?
I told you some of them will not be Hearthstone questions.
Did you? If I could
promise
trade
you I did.
places. What the fuck? What the fuck are you doing to me? If I could trade places, I don't know, man. I love my my fucking life. If I could trade places.
It could be a movie star. It could be a sports star. It could be a politician. I don't know why anybody would trade places with a politician, but it could be anybody.
It could be. If I could trade places with somebody for 1 day, maybe I'd trade places with my cat. Then I get to sleep all day, but then I won't get to play all day. Nah, I'm gonna stay as me. Thanks.
Okay, that works. Question number 3. If you had to ban one class forever, which would it be and why?
Priest. Yes.
Everybody's
Yes.
saying priest.
There's a reason for it.
Exactly.
I can elaborate.
Please.
With Hearthstone classes, like usually both players get to have fun at certain points of the game, you know? With Priest, they're not even necessarily good. Like, they're usually actually not even good in the game. It's just the whole process of you busting your... What can I say instead of ass?
Brain.
Nah. With Priest, you're literally doing everything you can to finish the game, and they keep on healing, keep on pulling random removals out of nowhere. It's just disgusting. You win eventually, but the whole experience is just bad, you know? Like, you're literally beating them and you're not having fun while beating them. So, yeah, Priest 100%.
Okay. Question number 4. What is your absolute favorite card art?
Absolute favorite card art. I would say Frostwolf Kennels, and it's not even the card art, it's actually the token out of the card art, which is the Frostwolf Cub. Like, look at that. Look at those sweet puppy eyes. Like, they're just irresistible, and that tiny squirrel next to it, like, you literally cannot say there's a cuter card art ever.
I like that one. That one's cool.
Yeah.
Question number 5. I believe we're on number 5. Out of all of the keywords in Hearthstone, which is your favorite and why?
Again, I'm gonna have to think about it.
Take your time.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
You're like, I thought this was going to be like simple, 5 minutes, done.
And look at me now, actually thinking. Haven't thought this hard on my phylactery games today, man. What the fuck? I'm a simple man. I like battle cries. Pure and simple.
Battle cries are good.
Yeah.
They're better now than they were 3 years ago. There's
Oh,
a
for
lot
sure.
a lot of weapon stuff. Question number 6, and this one is also not a Hearthstone question. If you were able to look into your future, would you do it and why?
I did not expect such creative questions, man. What the fuck?
Thank you.
The show definitely would not have been the first thing to come to mind. If I could look into my future, yeah, sure. I'm a curious dude. I'd like to know what's up. Probably some good stuff.
Perfect. Chris, thank you for doing this, and please let everybody know where they can find you online.
It was a pleasure, man. Yeah, I'm a Hearthstone streamer, Hearthstone YouTuber, Hearthstone coach, so you can basically search for KrisoFive on any of the platforms, you'll probably find me. And
Perfect.
Also, it was a pleasure, man. Definitely enjoyed these questions. It is not what I expected.
Exactly, that's what I'm looking for. Like I said, the most difficult questions you will ever get. And I stumped you a little bit. You had to think. It wasn't like, oh, what do you think of Hunter? What do you think of Warrior? No, these were hard-hitting fact questions that made you think. So I appreciate your time, Chris, and I'll see you in the tavern.
Always welcome, brother. Thanks again.
Thank you.